Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share something really personal that I struggled with for a long time. Generalized joint pain. If you've ever dealt with aches in your knees, hips, or even your hands for no clear reason, you know how draining it can be. But after some trial and error, I finally found ways that worked for me to reduce the pain and feel normal again. So let's dive into what I did. About 10 to 15 years ago, I suddenly started experiencing pain in nearly every joint in my body. My jaw, shoulders, elbows, wrists, hands, hips, knees, feet, toes, even my right lower rib hurt. It didn't hurt everywhere all at once. Maybe today my hands hurt, and maybe tomorrow it's my knees and feet. My hands would swell like a sausage. I couldn't close my hands. For me, the worst pain are my wrist, because when they were swollen, I couldn't do any single thing from doing chores, driving, or just putting on my clothes. I was in so much pain that it was hard to sit, walk, stand, or even drive. The only place that didn't hurt was my spine. It came out of nowhere, and it was devastating. Sleeping became unbearable. I would moan in pain when I turned. It came to a point that I was taking up to 800 milligrams of ibuprofen every 4 hours just to move, function, or do my daily chores. I remember trying to drive home with my wrist swollen, and it was hurting so badly I could barely hold the wheel. And another time, I couldn't put weight on my right foot, and I was walking on my big toe and had to limp home. The pain medication helped briefly, but my stomach started hurting from the constant NSAIDs. I knew I couldn't keep taking so much medicine. I also knew I was not going to give up on myself no matter how bad I felt. Although to this day I don't understand why I didn't go on disability. I worked as a registered nurse. I must have been struggling so much just to perform my work. I could not live this way, I said to myself. I have to investigate and write down everything I ate. I decided to seek help from my doctors. I went to the specialists right away, an allergist and my internal medicine doctor. Blood work ruled out rheumatoid arthritis, although my sedimentation rate, ESR, was elevated. At the allergist they ran patch tests and allergy panels. I had always known I was allergic to tree nuts, but I began suspecting my diet was doing more than causing rashes. I started a food and symptom journal. Every time I ate something, I wrote it down and noted whether my joints flared later. Then I began a slow process of elimination. I removed all nuts and all beans from my diet and paid attention. Little by little, I saw improvement. Mung beans, something I'd eaten my whole life, consistently triggered joint pain, so they went out permanently. Most other beans caused problems too. Black beans were the one exception that didn't bother me. Peanuts behaved differently. They're legumes, not tree nuts. I initially removed peanuts, then reintroduced them carefully later, and tolerated them okay. Tree nuts, though, stayed out of my life. As I eliminated the foods that were causing flares, the pain faded. Today I'm pain-free. No constant ibuprofen, no daily agony. I found the root cause for my joint pain, and treating that cause, not just masking symptoms with pain medicine, made the difference. Not all joint pains are because of arthritis. For me, it was food-related. If you're struggling with unexplained joint pain, consider getting checked by a doctor to rule out serious causes. Keep a food and symptom diary. Try a careful elimination process, with medical guidance if needed. Don't rely only on pain medications. It is just like a Band-Aid. It's a temporary fix. Find the cause. I'm a registered nurse, so I share this with patients who are frustrated and desperate for answers, especially those who are having joint pains. I hope my story helps someone else start looking for the root cause, instead of just treating symptoms. If my story resonates with you, leave a comment and please talk to your healthcare provider. And share it to someone you know who is suffering the same way. Who knows, it might be the solution they're looking for. Thank you for allowing me to share my personal story. Have a great day.